Okay, I'm making this for my granddaughter. She requested yesterday. Um, because I don't hardly have no flour, I'm gonna do this a little different than I would normally do it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my starter. As you can see, it has already started the liquid at the bottom because it's been sitting for a long time. Whenever I make mine, I always have another one fermenting, so that way if I decide to make it, it'll be ready. Okay, so right now I'm gonna do this right here. Okay, I'm gonna use it all too because this will be the last time, no matter what. Well, this month of me making bread. Okay, this is my last time. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add me a little water to this right here. Okay, a little water, a little salt. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little salt. I'm doing this differently because add more salt to this right here. Okay, because I don't hardly have any flour. Was supposed to go get some yesterday, but didn't. So my grandbaby would like this when she comes home. So I'm gonna go ahead, and you know what? I didn't realize I had some cinnamon and brown sugar left over inside my cookie jar that I put in there. If I knew that, I would have made it yesterday. We're just gonna mix this up real good in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my flour. You can add honey to this. You can add butter to this at the time. I do that, but I'm not going to this time. But I may just add a little honey to this. Let me add a little honey to this right here, okay? I'm going to add a little honey to this. A little honey. You can add butter if you choose to yours. That's really up to you. I want for this to have a honey taste, but yet have that brown sugar cinnamon taste too. It's going to be so good. Okay, we're just going to stir that around in there like that. Get that pumping. Stir it up in there real good. And then we're just going to pour the little flour. I only have a little flour left over, okay? Then I'm just going to go ahead and pour it all in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and fold it all in there. I do have more water I could use for this right here. But as you can see, this is going to be nice and thick. Add a little bit more water to this right here, not that much, because I don't want this to be too thin. But I do make it real thin, okay? I do make it very thin, okay? That's kind of hard to deal with it when it's real thin. You got to really be on your P's and Q's when you're doing it that way. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more water to this right here. A little bit. Okay. Because I don't have no flour, hopefully I'll have the flour before this gets ready, okay? If not, I did leave a little taste of flour in the bag, okay, where I won't need that much of flour anyway, okay? So that's another good thing, okay? Hold up just a moment, y'all, okay? I'm gonna use a glove to mix this up. I don't want my hands to get all messed up, so I'm gonna use a glove to get in here and to work this right here. I'm gonna use a glove. Takes forever, seems like to go in, but I'm gonna use the glove. Okay, let's go ahead and take this off of here. And I'm gonna go ahead and wet my glove. Go ahead and wet it down so that when I do this, this will be okay. You can also add grease to your glove if you want to. This makes it more manageable when you do this like that, okay? With this dough, because this dough is so sticky, okay? So I just want to make sure I don't have no flour patches, dry flour in this right here. So I'm just gonna do one of these numbers, stick my hand back in some water. I sure thank you for joining me today. This will be a little cinnamon swirl bread. That's what she asked me for. She said, "Grandma, will you fix me a small cinnamon swirl bread?" She loves my cinnamon swirl bread, sourdough. And how many kids like sourdough bread? You don't find too many teens that I know of that love the taste of sourdough bread, but they love my sourdough bread that has so much of flavor in the mixing. It's also in the mixing that you do. And sometimes you can add the same thing, but if you don't mix it right, it doesn't taste the same, okay? So right now, we're just going to do like that to it. Have it sitting like that. And then I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to wrap it. Again, this right here is for, well, I'm not going to wrap it. I'm going to put some plastic wrap over it. This is for me to make some cinnamon swirl bread. Let me go ahead. Sometimes when you let this stick, sometimes it could be difficult to undo. I don't know why this is so okay. Let me get all around here. Get all around here. Okay. Put that right there. Make sure that it fits all over. Hold on just a moment. Okay. And I'm gonna allow this. Sorry, my tongue got tied. I'm gonna allow this to sit 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, 30 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna allow this to sit, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch it. I'm gonna stretch it 4 times from this angle to this angle to this angle to this angle. I'm gonna stretch it up. Then lay it down, let it rest for a second. Then go ahead and do the other side, stretch it. Then lay it down and let it rest for a second. Stretch it. Then lay it down and let it sit for a second. Last one, stretch. Lay it down and let it sit for a second. You can do that 8 times, okay? You can do it 8 times around, okay? Just make sure you don't tear your dough, okay? Again, thank you so much for joining me here. It is always a blessing to be able to come to you and do what God has gifted me to do. I hope that you continue to join me here, okay? God bless you, and you have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day.